Hi guys, so for today's Freeform Friday, I was debating what to do and something just popped into my mind and I think it's going to work out. So I do have these items that Arteza sent free of charge for my review, and all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you were to purchase any items through those links. So these are their new metallic acrylic paints. So this one says Floral Brilliance, non-toxic, ideal for arts and crafts, and this one is the Classic Elements set. So I'm going to pop these open really quickly, but what I'm envisioning is to make our own journal. If you guys recall, I reviewed some canvas pads that Arteza had put out not too long ago, and then I love them so much I bought myself another two-pack, and I bought another 2-pack since then. So I have lots of them because they're just really great. I really love them. And I had mentioned that it would be fun to maybe make them into a journal, the canvas, because the way they feel. And then I have this, actually I can show you real quick. Was it last Freeform Friday? I did this collage here with little Miranda's face, and it's so cute. And I have it hanging here with one of these little Melissa Francis hangers, which is super cute. And I just hung it up that way instead of putting it in a frame for now. But I did say I was going to take a frame and just take the glass out, obviously, because this is dimensional, and pop this in there. But for now, it's just hanging here, and I love these canvas pads, so I'm going to be using that. So what we'll do is just some kind of background and things like that. I might end up using some of the regular acrylic colors because I don't know that it needs to be all metallic, but we will see. So let's open these up and just take a quick look. I'm assuming these are in the tubes because that's what it feels like. There's some information here if that's important to people who are more into the art. For me, it's more of a collage, just quick kind of fun thing to do. Oh, cool. Okay, so it's this kind of tube. So they're in the plastic tube. It's not just like the little baggy kind of tubes. So this one's called Pearl Cactus Green, and you can see already that pearl. Oh my, this is so pretty. It's gonna be hard to see. What I'm probably gonna do is take a little bit and swatch each one. I was thinking about not doing that, but I think we probably should, especially because like this sea green, it's very close, but this one's a little more blue, and there's a really pretty pearl color on that. Oh, that's so pretty. Turquoise. Gorgeous. Look at all these blues. Pearl Ocean Blue. Again, this is the Classic Elements. Okay, so there are a lot of kind of blue and greens so far, right? I'm going to put these down because there are a lot of them. And this is Glacier Blue, which is very icy, very light colored. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Pearl Strawberry Red. So I do like that it says pearl, because to me metallic means metallic, but if it's a pearl, that's really nice. So maybe we'll just use the same colors. Amaranth Red and Tangerine Orange, and these are really pretty. I know it's hard to see on the video, so I will, like I said, what I'm going to do is just take a brush and swatch each color, and you'll have a better view of what that looks like. And then this guy over here, I think I'm going to love because the classic colors are very pretty. This one's called Floral Brilliance, so how can you, can't go wrong with that. Let's see here. Okay. So we have Pearl Lime Green, Pearl Pistachio Green. So you can see this one's just a little bit lighter, maybe a little hint of blue, as opposed to this more of a lime color. I'll keep holding these up because they're all basically green. So we have Olive Green, and then we have Chartreuse, which I love. Chartreuse is always kind of like a yellow-green. Nice pop of color. And then we have Rose Quartz and Papaya Orange. What a beautiful color name. Really pretty. And then we have Canary Yellow and Banana Yellow. So my idea was to just use this kind of, what's the word? Oh, this is almost a white yellow. It's really pretty. More abstract, right? You know, just get some color down, kind of like you would if you were using a jelly plate or something else. Maybe some layering, some stenciling. But these definitely, I mean, obviously you can make your beautiful flowers and kind of go with that kind of a feel. Actually paint something. But these are really gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is go grab the canvas and we'll get started with the base journal. Okay, to get rid of, I'm just going to lay down some color. I have some different things here. I think I'm going to do mostly the Pearl Banana Yellow in the background just to get some color down. It's going to be slightly different from the gessoed canvas, I suppose. And then I just picked out some colors that I think I might like to use. I don't know. I don't even know how much of each of these I'll need, but let's go with... So I'm just going to squeeze out some of these colors and I'll be right back. So I have the pistachio green, I have the olive green, I have the 2 oranges from the 2 different packs there. And I'll just put these colors out. I'm thinking about binding with these. I'm not super sure because this is going to be trickier than... I think... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that binding. But I have tons of those Tim Holtz binding apparatuses, and I've just never used them, so I thought this would be a good time to use them. I have just a bunch of brushes. These are nothing special. They're just any brush that I have here. And then we'll put that there, and we'll bring this out. I did bring out some black from the basic acrylic color set that Arteza has from their premium set because I might use this for stenciling and things, so I just wanted something else to break up the colors. And I have the pad here. If you guys remember, we did this kind of fun thing, so I was like, you can make a book out of this one too, but I'm just going to start brand new with different colors. And so I'm leaving it all attached on here. That's the whole point of this pad, is that it's stretched on here, so like everything's stuck down really nicely. What I'm going to do is flip this over. But if you want to take it off of this to work, then that's up to you. Do whatever you like. I think the book, when I cut it down, it's going to be 6. This is 9 by 12, so I think I'm going to cut it at 6 anyway. So I'm going to leave it on here for now just to work on it. But if I was to cut it off, I would go ahead and just cut it down at 6. But we're just going to cut that later. So for now, I'm just going to get some color down and see what happens. So I'm just going to dip in here and get some of that white kind of pearly color. It's a little bit yellow, right? It was banana yellow. And I'm just going to apply as much of that as I like. Because again, that's going to be kind of like our background color. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I kind of want this to be messy. It's going to be kind of an art journal. So hopefully you see what I'm doing. And leaving some chunkiness. I love that. We can even go a different direction if you want. So again, I'm not taking it all the way to the edge. I'm just kind of putting down some fun color. I think that's pretty good. I did go in one direction with that, but however you like. I'm going to take a little bit of that lighter green. Maybe just add some here and there. Take a little bit of the darker green that I had chosen. Again, super organic. And I think that's 6 inches, hopefully. Let me see. 1, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I want to go a little past that so when I cut it down, it's all kind of framed out. Bring it a little bit more down this way. Okay. I think that's all I want for the background. As you see, I'm just playing with my brush, just kind of getting something fun down. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry per se, and then I'll come in with some of the pinks and the oranges and those kind of things, and maybe I'll use some kind of stencil. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this stencil. It's still a little bit wet, but like I said, I'm just gonna move on. It's from this Craft's Companion Rambling Roses set, and actually it has layers. I'm not going to layer it, but you could definitely do your layers. I'm just going to use this one, but this one's also really cool, kind of a cool background. So those 3 come in that kit, but I'm just going to go for it. Like, I'm going to place this down right here and maybe start with like that light pink. I'm just using a sponge, and I'm just going to sponge in here. I haven't really hit the area with the leaves, but you can do whatever you like. And I'll go in with some of that darker kind of red color that's in here. And I'm dabbing it, but if you want to actually kind of brush it in there, that's up to you. And let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because again, I don't need it to look perfect. I just want a little something. Wow. So that's a nice background. I'm going to clean this off before I go over here because I have a feeling if I lay it down, I'm going to make a mess. So I will be right back. I'm going to take this and pretty much do the same thing over here. Just get some of that pink going. And just dab it wherever I feel like. Again, I am avoiding the leaves, but you can add your leaves in too if you like. Let's see what this looks like. Pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this off, rinse this out a little bit because I'll probably use it again, and I'll be back. So it's really pretty. You guys know I love a good stencil, with especially this one. This is the Elizabeth Crafts. I think it's called Storytelling, and I was thinking about doing lettering in black with this, but now, yeah, maybe I will. Let's see. Okay. Just gonna take some of this black and find a place to put it because I don't have another place here. Let's just put it on an acrylic block. Oh, there it goes. That's probably all I need there. It just popped out. This is still a little bit wet though, so let me make sure to dry that better. I know black is kind of stark and maybe I should have gone with brown, but I just wanted... Hey, maybe I'll put it like right here somewhere. And again, I'm dabbing, dabbing, dabbing just to get that soaked in there, but not dripping with it. I should probably get a pouncing thing. What do they call that? A pouncer? Maybe? Let's see here. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so there's that. That's gonna be kind of in the middle of the book. Maybe I don't have to clean it off. I'll just add it over here again. Just add a little more up there. And maybe a little something right down here. Is that good? Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this off. I'll be right back. Just looking at this, and I'll say if you really wanted to put some leaves, you can just get some paint yourself. I haven't done this in a long time. Get a little bit of that light color on it, a little bit of the dark color. So I have both colors on here. Kind of like a one stroke thing, and just add some leaves, but I haven't done this in so long I don't remember how to do it. Let's do it this way. Something like that. You can add your own leaves in here. They kind of blend in. I think that's okay. I'll just leave it that way. There we go. And I had a few on the other side. I wanted to use the orange. So let me think about what I want to do with the orange paint that I put out, and then we will let this dry and try to make a journal out of it. This might be random, probably not enough, but I'm just going to use this honeycomb, put it right here, and I'm going to dip into the oranges. Now both these oranges are pretty much the same color. I have Pearl Papaya. Let me keep this in order. This is the papaya one, and this is the tangerine. They're very similar. This one might be a little bit deeper in color, but I'll just take a little bit of this one and just add a little bit of color here. I'm dipping into the deeper one. Aw, that's so cute. Okay. One is a little bit lighter than the other. Cute. A little bit more up there. And maybe a little bit down here. What I like about paint, acrylic paint especially, it dries pretty fast. So I'm waiting for that to dry. I think what I'll do, actually let me put a little bit more down here. Okay. Again, just a little something. Okay. I'm gonna let this completely dry. I'm gonna wash this up, and in the meantime I'll do some swatches just so we'll have that, and I'll be back. Okay, I went ahead and quickly just swatched these. Some of them got a little messier than others, but we have the florals here. Hope you can see how pretty those are. And the classics. And I really like this red amaranth. It's very kind of not super shiny, just really pretty. I don't know if you can see as it's drying. So obviously these are kind of wet, but when they dry they'll still have a shine and like a plasticky kind of gloss to them. Okay, let me clean up all this stuff. We're gonna do a little sewing. We're gonna cut our stuff, we're gonna sew it, and then we'll be done. This is dry enough. So my idea for this was to put 2 layers together. You don't have to. Like if you like the thickness of just the one and that's what you want for your journal cover, it's a pretty nice thickness. But I want 2, and I was gonna do them one back to the other so that you would see the canvas. So what I'm gonna do is take this off of here. I'm gonna take 2 sheets. Okay. That's nice and thick. So I'm sticking my hand in between the 2. So there's one and then the one behind it. And in my mind, this is exactly how I want it. I'm going to peel this off. So just take this off of here. See how those still want to stick together? So I'm just going to let them stick together because that's what they want to do anyway. And I'm going to line this up here. I'm going to get a ruler. You know, I have a really nice metal ruler. I don't know where it is. Let me find that. Here it is. And I'm going to cut this down to 6 inches wide, and I'm just eyeballing this. So 2, 4, 6 inches about here. And if you want it bigger than that, or however, if you were just going to use the whole thing, just fold it in half. That would be really nice too. But I do want to cut it down. So I'm going to do that. And I need my X-Acto. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just have this kind of lined up. I'm using my mat here. And I'm just going to cut through this. Hopefully in one pass, that would be really nice. Ooh, yes, almost. Alright. And so now I'm just going to bring over my sewing machine and we're going to sew these pieces together. Ooh, as you can see, that was still wet. I'll be right back. I know it's probably hard to see, but this is just an old little pixie machine I've had forever, and it still has the sample piece of fabric in there because that's how often I used it. Let me... Okay. And I have it set to do a zigzag stitch, so that's what I'm going to go with. But I'm just going to basically just go around this whole top, just to hold this together and to be cute. So again, this is still a little bit sticky, so hopefully I don't get in too much trouble. I'm going to use the guide foot so that you know I'm about 1/4 inch off the edges there. I'm going to turn the crank myself just to get it started. And I'm just following the side of the presser foot to follow this. And I'm just going to go around the edges, and when I get to the end I'll show you what that looks like. I have it on low because I don't have a presser foot on this and I want to be able to control it. And there's already orange thread in here, which I thought was cute, so I just left it. Okay, I'm getting to the end. I'm going to put my needle down and I'm going to turn and then keep going. And I'll do that at every end, okay? I'll just turn and keep going. Just finish that up. And then you always take a back stitch at the very end, just reverse however your machine does it. I have not used this machine in probably 10 or 12 years. So cute. Okay, move that out of the way in just a minute, but look at that. So now it's stuck together. I mean, we could have glued it, do whatever. On the back side, I had yellow thread in there, so I was like, hey, that works out for me. So I'm gonna let this dry just a little bit longer, but basically all we're gonna do is fold this in half and add some fun little paper or something in there, and it's a fun little journal. Now, I did bring out this Tim Holtz stuff, and the reason I decided not to use it, or at least not to use it in the way you're supposed to, is because the brads are supposed to go through, and I don't know why he designed it this way, but the brads go through this side, right? So it looks nice, and then through the back here. So if you're making a paper journal, you can probably paper over that and you wouldn't see the brads, you know. But in this one, I was like, okay, I'm going to have to make a hole in the first one and then just put this through the first one, put the other layer back on top, so then it's kind of hidden in there. So what I'm thinking about doing is, if I use this, I'm just going to hot glue it in here. I know that's not the best thing because it's not going to keep forever, but I might just do that. So what I would do is I'm going to put these in here just for fakesies, just so it looks like it's there. So you see it's just bent. And I'm going to fire up my hot glue gun. Now, and then I'm gonna glue this in here. If you want to make your own rings, you would just have to use like a crocodile, or your regular crocodile will go in just a little bit, maybe up to an inch, but you're gonna have to use a big bite if you want it to be deeper in, or maybe one of those awls, or just like your regular old little punch that you hit in the back and it makes a punch for you. So make your holes however you want. You can put book rings. If you're gonna put book rings, you're gonna need 2 holes, right, side by side, and then your book ring would go through those 2 holes, so it looks like something like this, right? Or just make your 2 holes or 3 and do your signatures how you want, and then tie them with the ribbon or tie them with elastic, however you want to finish this up. So for me, I'm going to fire up my hot glue gun and I'm just going to glue this in, but I'll be right back and show you what that looks like. Okay, I was going to mention, if you do use an acrylic block to, you know, get some of your paint like I showed you, I was dabbing it, make sure to wash it off really fast. Otherwise, you just painted your acrylic block, because it's acrylic paint, it sticks. And so that's really good. If you're doing like a little home decor item, know that it will stay on plastic and everything else. So this is basically going to be our journal. Now, if you want to, you know, add some 3D dimensions out here, I'm just going to wait and see what I end up doing. But, you know, just like the collage, just add some Prima flowers or some handmade flowers or whatever, you know, whatever it is that you want. Sentiment, you know, however you want to do that. So I'm just eyeballing this, but maybe I should lay this down because I know this is 12 inches, right? 2, 4, 6. So right on this line here would be where I want this. And I was even thinking about ironing, about, let me get this glue down. That Brad needs to behave. I was thinking about sewing on either side of this thing too. You can sew it down and then sew on either side. If you were going to bury the Brad into that first layer like I mentioned. But, you know, whatever it is. So I just glued that Brad down so it wouldn't move anymore. So again, if you're going to be doing this, you got to be careful with this because it's not going to be stuck down forever. I'm just using hot glue, which should do the trick, but, you know, you just saw that Brad move and I just glue it down. That's why I don't trust hot glue sometimes. All right, 2, 4, 6, right on this line here. I'm going to hold that down for a good while, and I'll be right back. I can still feel it's a little bit hot still. I put a lot of glue. And I'm probably pushing it down too far, sticking to my surface here. But there it is. So there is my little journal. Now I can put whatever kind of papers in here, watercolor papers, stamping paper, just fun things I pick up here and there. You can make your own cover for like your Elizabeth Craft Designs journal dies, or any company's journal dies, whatever it is that you like to use, and you can make your own little thing. So thanks for watching, guys. I will pop some papers in here just so you can kind of have an idea what that looks like. And of course you would just use your crocodile to make your little holes for whatever papers you want to insert. If you use this kind of system, of course, if you're doing ribbon or just signatures, you would just layer them in, tie them in however you like. But thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Arteza, for sending these items for my review. I'll have the links in the description box, and hopefully you can get a good view of the paint. As you can see, this it's pearlescent, but it's not super shiny, so I do like that. And when I said metallic, I was like, okay, metallic, you know, but I think it is much more of a pearl, just like the packaging says. So really pretty. It feels really awesome too. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.